to do. What the business is, you already know. So if you watching me right now, then you can already guess what it is. The weekend love. Cause we ain't got time on the weekday. That's right, weekend love. And it's gonna be from September 4th all the way to September 10th. So with no further ado, as always, I got my trusty Dolph Montahoody deck. Gotta stay on my comedics. I'll give you the issue at hand, the path you're on, alternate path, reasons behind the issue, and universal forces you may not be aware of. And I'll also bring you cards from the Romance Angeles. That's right, Romance Angels. 5 cards, nothing more, nothing less. So let's get this thing started. You feel me? Hope everybody have a great morning, great evening, great day, great afternoon, great week, great month, great year, great everything. But most importantly, you're being great. That's the key. Be greater than common man. So let me shuffle this up, and we gonna get it started. Let's see what this love thing talking about. Ain't gonna take up too much of your time, you know what I'm saying? I just want to do my part, get in and get out. You know what I'm talking about? Alright. Shuffle this up. 3 more times, no problem. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go. Let's go. Shuffle them up good enough. And we're going to cut these up and see what we're talking about. Like I said, this weekend love going from September 4th all the way to September 10th. Ooh. This don't look bad. This don't look bad. This do not look bad at all. At all. I'm liking how this starting out. Yes, sir. I had a good feeling about this. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a great one. I can tell it already. Oh, All right. Like I said, this is the weekend love going from September 4th all the way to September 10th. Bottom line energy is 7 of Swords. Now, with this 7 of Swords, usually I call this my line, stealing, cheating card, whatever you want to call it on that note. What I get right here is, I don't get that. I get that you're not trusting the process. You're not trusting. Trust issues. Trust. Now, right next to that, I got the Empress. What I'm feeling about this trust issues is that I really do feel like 2 things is, if you're single, you've kind of lost confidence in your own self, and when it comes to relationships. And 2, it's some love. It may be, I wouldn't say it's love lost, but I do feel like it's a certain degree of love that's missing, and you're losing faith. You're losing faith. But the only reason you losing faith is because you're not trusting the process. Because right now I do feel that also with this feminine energy and the 7 of Swords, it's not that you going through some things, man. And what I'm seeing is it's not that you going through things externally, it's internally. So now the reason why you not trusting the process nor trusting your environment or people who come, is because you don't really much trust yourself at this point. And the reason you're not trusting yourself is because you feeling some type of way. You ain't never felt this way before. And that's because you're growing. Right now, this 7 of Swords with this Empress is showing me you finally recognizing what love means, and it's scary. It's scary to you. It's like what you've been thinking love was up to this point, you're recognizing that has been the biggest lie you have told yourself. Because now you figuring out what love means to you. And when you figure out what love means to you, you actually recognize what love is externally as well. And that's scary. That is scary. But you're committed to it. Even through the fear. Because right now, I do see that a lot of people right now, some people has been in a position where they had no other choice but to trust their own love. Because you're afraid of commitment. Afraid of commitment. You got the devil right there. You are afraid of commitment. That's why a lot of people is choosing to be single. It's because you're afraid of commitment. That's because, one, you don't trust love because you don't know what love is. And you're afraid of commitment. Now that you're starting to find out what love is to you and what love truly means, it's kind of scary to trust that process, because now it's awakening your shadow self. And you beginning to feel some type of way. If you're single, you almost feel like you don't want to be lonely no more. You don't want to be single no more. But you're afraid to be in a relationship because now the love that you deserve is not the love you're accustomed to, and you're afraid of it. You are afraid of it. But you're tired of feeling neglected. So you got to get some clear understanding about what you got going on internally first. Because your definition of love has definitely changed. It's showing you that what you thought love was, you was lying to yourself. You was lying to yourself about that. And what I'm getting is that you are accustomed to the illusion of love. You were told it, you were showed it, but you never felt it. Now that you're beginning to feel it, you're scared of it. Now you got to get out that comfort zone. And you're afraid to get out that comfort zone. So a lot of people, if you're in a relationship, this is the reason why you're single in a relationship. You're afraid to love. You're afraid to love, you're afraid to be loved. You don't trust who you with because you don't trust yourself. Because this new way of looking at love is different from you. Different from what you're used to. And now you're scared of it. But remember, I always say this, if you didn't want love, you shouldn't ask for it. Because now with this devil out here, if you're in a relationship and you're afraid of being the true definition of love, you're about to self-sabotage it. You are about to self-sabotage it. All because you're worrying about the wrong thing. You're worrying about the wrong thing. Now, if you're single, by you understanding what love truly is, you're starting not to be single, but feel lonely. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Because I do see a lot of people who want to be single but don't want to be alone, going to end up promiscuous. And being promiscuous, you're going to end up pregnant. I'm going to tell you that now. That's the energy out there. All these partners that don't nobody know about, keep playing with yourself. All you doing is giving the devil a door to open up to. So be mindful of that. All because you got these numerous partners, it's because you're afraid to commit. Because you don't know what love is. Because you never chose to find out what love meant to you. So in this sense, your love when it comes to relationship is either sexual, greed, lust, all that. Nothing that has to deal with the Empress energy. That's why you got the Seven of Swords with that. The moment you start finding out what unconditional love is, you're going to start feeling some type of way about it. Now you won't have to take that trip through your shadow self. Dark night of the soul is upon you. I'm trying to told you. But don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you at all. This is just giving you a little insight of what's going on. Because that sexual energy is going to be high. You need to watch who you slinging that thing to. Because, middle of the whole reading, what'd that say? Lust. I told you. Lust. Keep yourself under control. Keep yourself under control. Now, on the flip side with this lust card, that is strength. Like I said, a lot of people is not trusting the process, but you are finding enough strength within you to, one, recognize that unconditional love within yourself and in the environment that you are in. Whomever you are with, if you're single, whoever you're looking towards, whatever the case may be. Because of that, tower moment, that realization about what you truly feel, the moon. Now I do feel like because of this full moon that came through, it's bringing all that out, and you're nervous, you're scared, because now this is making you take a deeper look at what you've been considering love and how you express it. That's what the moon card for. You're taking a deeper look at love and how you express it, and you're recognizing that it ain't what you thought. Because the reasons behind the issue, Queen of Swords, Universe, Ace of Swords. The universe is making you look at it. It's making you look at, one, what you consider love, the truth of what love means to you, the truth about all these relationships or situations that you thought was love, making you look at it, because now you have to be awakened to what true love really means, so you can trust the process. So you can trust the process, because that's why a lot of people are going through tower moments. You're going to start recognizing, if you're in a relationship, you're going to recognize two things: the part you play in it and the direction it's going. Those two are connected. Those two are connected. And when you start awakening to the truth of that, you can guarantee it's going to be some changes being made. Not in the relationship first, in yourself. Because you're going to recognize your own strengths and your own weakness. And you're going to rely on them strengths to start doing what's necessary. Because like I said, with the Seven of Swords at the bottom, a lot of people has been cheating themselves out of love by not understanding nor trusting the process. Simple. Because the path you on, victory. Victory. All you got to do, get grounded, and there's going to be a lot of passion involved. It's victory in this. Balance yourself. That's why I say people pulling a lot of strength out, because this full moon is definitely bringing out those deep emotions. And all you got to understand is that while your emotions are running high, stay grounded. Balance yourself. Be committed. Be committed. Once you accept the truth about yourself within these relationships and the relationship itself, ground yourself, balance yourself, be passionate about the decision you make, because you'll be victorious in whatever your truth is that you stand on. If you are single, I definitely see a lot of y'all afraid to get out there, but you will. Take it one step at a time. You ain't got to be out. Like I'm telling you, this ain't not out here going hoeing. You ain't out there being loose lapia, Lucy. Come on now. You ain't got to be all that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be Dirk Diggler out in this joint. But I do see that now, with this realization about what true love means to you and what true love really is, you begin taking those necessary steps to, one, be it, to acquire it. Because now you're awakened fully. Fully. And once you do that, the alternate path, which is definitely, I see, is connected to this, which granted, Nine of Cups, along with the Two of Wands and the Fool. That means that with this new realization of what unconditional love means to you, and what you see in your environment as being unconditional love when it comes to a relationship, and you start being more assertive and more confident and passionate about that type of love, you'll receive that. Because now you'll begin to trust yourself and trust love within you to attract, and I'm going to get to that, to attract the love that you desire. And you are going along with that feeling and taking that leap of faith once again. Taking that leap of faith. Because in the universal forces, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Bam! There you go right there. Things have to change. And by you recognizing that Wheel of Fortune is changing in your favor to be a resurgence of how you look at love. That's why you got this Ace of Cups. Self-love, self-care, self-awareness. You got the Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups out here. But this is in the universal forces. So now, with this Ace of Cups coming to you, you recognizing what unconditional love means to you. This ain't about no physical love. This ain't about financial love. This is love that's beyond anything that you could explain, because this is something that you never ever had to explain before, because you never been aware of it in yourself until now. That's what the universe is making you be aware of. The love you give and the love you receive. Because the love you receive is the love you give. You can only give what you can't give what you don't have. Now it's showing you what you have. And if you don't have that unconditional love, which is reason why you can't trust yourself or those in your environment, it's time to pour a little bit more into that. It's time to pour a little bit more faith in you. Faith in you. Pour a little bit more love into you. Because if you pour a little bit more love into yourself, single or in a relationship, you'll pour that much more love into it. Whoever you choose to be your partner, you'll choose to put more love into it, because now you got more love to give. You recognize that you are lacking. You are lacking in the love department. That's why You couldn't trust the process nor yourself, nor the love you give, nor the love you receive. You had to have this tower moment to recognize, like I said, that's why you got this change. Two of Pentacles. Two, you had the shadow and the light, the darkness and the light. You have to recognize the role you play in the whole grand scheme of things. Then you'll see how all these come together. And you'll recognize that the key is love. Where do you lack? And what do this relationship lack it? It's time to pour more into it. Because if not, you might as well get ready to lie and cheat your way out of something beautiful. Might as well. And that's why I say you're on the verge of self-sabotaging. Definitely on the verge of self-sabotaging. Because just off the bottom energy alone, Seven of Swords, Empress energy with this devil. You don't know this. Somebody's on their way to you. They may be single, but they feeling neglected because now they're single, but you're not. So now what's about to happen is put you in a juggling position. And that's where that tower moment comes from, because now for you to deal with it, you got to keep it to yourself. Because you know, like I said, it's self-sabotage. The moment that this becomes quote unquote public, you gotta you better come up with a good damn answer. A good answer. Because the universe is bringing it out. Universe is bringing that sword of truth. Look at the sword breaking the clouds. You know what to do. All you gotta do is do it. But now that tower moment comes because which one you gonna choose? What you gonna choose? What are you going to choose? Now this may, like I said, somebody coming towards you. This also could be these emotions you have about who you want to be with or who you with. You need to get them in order. You definitely need to get them in order. Right here, Ace of Swords, Universe, Queen of Swords. This Ace of Swords, you asked the universe for this. You asked the universe for this. Why are you feeling some type of way about what you want? Because right here, I do see victory. I do see you need to balance yourself. I do see you passionate about what you want. And you're victorious with it. So what's all this about? And I'll tell you this. It's because that Seven of Swords. You don't trust the process. You don't trust the process. You're not aware of what true love is. You're not aware. Once you recognize it, tower moment, you'll start shaping up. You will start shaping up. Single or in a relationship, you'll start shaping up. But just remember this. You asked the universe, and you was adamant about it. Now that you found the strength to acquire it, tower moment, because you're scared of it. It's making you question your own love. And what I'm getting, the first thing that come to me is, you wasn't ready. Either this you or somebody you with or somebody that's coming your way. Wasn't ready. But you asked for it. Will Indy Harry say, watch what you asked for because you just might receive? That's what I'm seeing right here. You asked for it. You received it. You wasn't ready. But I do see a lot of people going to take all the strength they can and muster through it. Muster through it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this romance analyst, and we're gonna see what it is. We're gonna give you a little bit, then we're gonna be out the door. Like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time, but we're gonna get in there. We gonna get in there. We gonna get in there. All right. Shuffle up a few more times. One. Yeah, this is cut and dry. This is cut and dry, and it's all thanks to this full moon and the universe. A lot of people going through an awakening, and it's scary. It's scary. But remember, like I said, at the end of the day, you asked for it. Why be scared of something you asked for? All right. Make the effort. Love yourself first. You deserve love. Express your love. Reconciliate. Bam. Right here. Bottom line energy for the romance angels. Romance angels is healing family issues. Now, what I get 2 parts off of this. By the Empress being at the bottom line energy, that is saying that it may be a mother involved, kids involved, whatever the case may be, and it's going to be a healing opportunity for that. Like I said, it's about the situation. You know the truth about it anyway. So if there's any kids, or I do feel like it's kids involved. I do feel like it's kids involved, and there's going to be some healing done about that. It's got to be some healing, and that's another reason why you don't understand what love truly is, because of this. This has to be rectified and settled, and the universe is trying to bring this up to your awareness. Like I said, full moon, bringing them deep emotions out so you can finally heal from this and move forward, whether either with this or apart, whatever the case may be. 2, I do see that this right here, a lot of people who grew up with a bad representation of what love is, comparing to mother and father, that's starting to seep its head out now. You're gonna start seeing that this all I'm getting off of here. You're starting to seep his head out. So now it's time to rectify that, because if you had a bad example of what love is between a partnership, as far as your parents is concerned, grandparents, whoever it is, guardian, whoever, you took that information and you made it your own, and you model yourself after that, and you're recognizing that does not work for you, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't work for you. Did it work for your parents? No. So if you're modeling your relationship after your parents and their parents' relationship didn't work, you're either doing 2 things. You're either mimicking them, or you're trying your best to do the opposite of them instead of doing what's true to you. So of course it's not going to work, and it's not supposed to. That's why you're having that awakening. But outside of this, flirt. It's going to be a lot of flirtation, a lot of chemistry. That's all on the bottom line energy. You know, it's a lot of feelings, flirtation, chemistry, romantic feelings. So you may be seeing a lot, like I said, I do feel you may be seeing a lot of child's mother, child's father doing a lot of flirting, coming back into the picture, want to get back in good graces. I do feel that somebody who has kids that got a family, but also trying to dibble on the outside, they flirting and all this, that, and the third. And the reason being is because, right here, make the effort. When I said this, that we got this shadow, that this stuff going on where you be juggling somebody coming your way, somebody is making the effort. But you got to recognize what effort you're making. That's why I said the universe is putting it out, making you be aware of 2 things: the love that you display and the love that's within your relationship or the one you're trying to go into. And you're going to recognize that a lot of that is because of the effort you're not making. Either you or your partner, whatever effort that's not being made, some effort has to be made. And it got you feeling some type of way because, one, making you look at yourself first to see what kind of love you possess. That's why I said love yourself first, because you deserve love. So now, if you don't recognize the love within you, it's making you recognize that. So now you got to pour more love into yourself to attract love because you deserve it, which makes you open up to love. If you're in a relationship or you're single, this has to happen first. Then once you begin that, you be able to, like I said, you can't give love you don't have. Now you're able to express your love. And whatever differences, whether it be in a relationship or single, you can reconcile them differences within yourself first. And then you can reconcile and be able to strengthen the relationship you want or the relationship you're in. I do see that, like I said, if this is somebody from your past, maybe your baby mama, baby daddy, I hate using that term, but y'all understand it. I definitely see that there was no love in that to begin with. There is no love. So now somebody's making the effort to return, whether it's you going to them, they come to you. Remember, love yourself first, because you deserve it. Only thing you have to do is reconcile. That's why I said someone returning from your past. From your past. Reconcile that. Understand that you know the truth about this. So why be confused about an answer you already know? Why? You knew there wasn't love to begin with. But it's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. It's up to you. But it's not also saying somebody from your past. It's also saying that it is third-party situations involved. Because I do see that right here, making the effort. It's all contingent on what effort you make towards which person, because you still got Two of Pentacles, change, juggling. Who are you going to give your love to? And that's also trying to balance work, play, love between yourself, love between a relationship, love between whatever. So you have to realize that whatever you make the effort towards, that's where the love is going to go. So if you make an effort to love yourself, yes, you're going to be single in a relationship. Yes, you're going to want to be single. But that moment you begin to start loving yourself first and start recognizing you deserve love, you're going to recognize, was the love I give to myself genuine or fictitious? Was it the illusion of what love is, or is it the reality of what love should be? And you're going to be very much aware that once you are, you'll be able to express it that much better. So if you're in a relationship and you're going through some things, this is how you fix this. Recognize the part you play in it and recognize how it's molding the relationship you're in. And you'll be able to reconcile that. Because I definitely see it as a lack of trusting in yourself, trusting the relationship, trusting the process, and not understanding what love is. If you are single, you're afraid of commitment. Because you don't know what love is. You've been burnt. You've been hurt. If you got somebody from your past coming back, you already know what the truth is. I do see that you didn't have love there, so you had to find a way to love yourself in that anyway. If you wasn't given it, you deserve it. You are lovable. So that shows you right there. If somebody expressed their love to want to reconcile with that, just remember, because of that separation, you had to find a way to love yourself because you knew you deserved it. Now, if you want to go back in that path, that's solely up to you. If you're single, recognize that the only way you're going to attract the love you want, you have to be it. And that's what this full moon has done. This full moon is opening you up and it's making you take a honest look at yourself. Regardless of all. Honor and integrity. Honor and integrity. Remember those two words. Honor and integrity. Because if you cheat in the process, you're cheating yourself. If you lying to yourself, that's even worse. It's even worse. So, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Be aware, accept the truth, and start being the love you seek. Start being it. And that's it. Hopefully this was helpful, enlightening, insightful, and gave you enough information moving forward on your journey. This is Skip the Great, a.k.a. Skiptrismegistus, meaning thrice great. Anybody want a personal reading? You can email me at Skiptrismegistus. I know people can't spell it. It's hard to spell that, so let me spell it out for you. It's Skiptrismegistus. Skiptrismegistus at gmail.com. Nobody told you, let me be the first. I love you. But most importantly, love yourself. Remember that. You deserve love. You are lovable. And I bid you all peace, love, prosperity, and bliss. And I will see you all on the next Weekend Love. 'Cause we ain't got time on the weekday. Peace.